People ask me about repairing credit. Well, I am not a credit repair expert, but I got a few tips for you that will help. 30% of your credit score, your FICO score, is based on what's called credit availability. So if you have no credit cards, guess how much credit availability you have? 0. You need credit cards, and a lot of people say, well, I don't believe in credit cards. Well, you don't believe in a good credit score and buying a house then. So you might want to reconsider that and get some credit cards. You can do that now, and maybe you're thinking about getting a house a year from now. Good. It gives you time to do it. But if you're looking at buying a house in 2 months and you get a credit card today and you charge a tank of gas and pay it off, well, you got a 1 month or 2 month credit history. That's not really going to do much for your score until it's at least 6 months to a year out. Now, what's the solution then? Well, who do you know that has great credit? Mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, Charlie, doesn't matter who. But if they trust you and you trust them, maybe they'd be good enough to put you on their credit card as what's called an authorized user. Let me give you an example of what that is and how it works. First of all, there are some rules for authorized users. The cards must have always been paid on time. If somebody has a late payment history, you don't want that going on your credit, obviously. So, always paid on time. The older the credit card is, the better. See, a 2-year-old credit card is better than a year. A 20-year-old credit card is better than 2 years. Doesn't that make sense? Sure, a longer history is going to help your score even more. And obviously, we do not want the credit card maxed out. If it's a $1,000 credit card, you want less than $300 owed on it, less than 30%. See, what happens is the credit agency looks at you if you have a credit card or if somebody else has a credit card that we're going to put in your name, and if it's a $1,000 limit, you $300, $100, $200. They say, hey, that person's responsible with their credit. They paid on time and they don't abuse. But what happens is, if you start to build up, now you're at 50%, 60, 70%, what happens is the credit agencies start saying, credit abuser, drop that guy's score, sink it like a rock. And when people take 10 credit cards and they max them all out, well, they're really going to hurt their chances of having a good credit score. So the lower the debt ratio, the better. The lower the percentage of the limit, the better. And that shows that you're being responsible, that 30% of your credit score, with your credit availability. Now, obviously, other things affect your credit score. Have you had a catastrophic event like a short sale or a bankruptcy or a foreclosure? Do you have judgments? Do you have tax liens? Do you pay your bills on time? See, on time, by the way, means not 30 days late. But if you have 30-day lates on your credit report, your score is going to go down. You can't expect them to lend you money if you can't pay a credit card on time. If you can't pay a car payment on time, why would they think you could pay a $2,000, I'm making a number up, of course, house payment on time? You got to prove you're responsible so that they'll prove that they'll back you up and help you buy a house.